Well, buen dia all the way from Paraguay, Itacurubi de la Cordillera, and salute to you. Nothing beats a good coffee. So, we're going to talk a little bit about Paraguay residency process and new changes and all these kind of things. Now, first of all, it is understandable that there is a lot of new changes coming to the Paraguay, residency program, permanent and temporary. Even visa requirements, all of these things changes on a daily basis. Believe me, the websites is not always up to date, and it's up to agencies like ours and others that basically get the information from immigration, and then we pass it through to you guys. Now, a lot of people are holding on to the fear because there's so many changes and then everybody panics and all of these kind of things. I'm just saying, you don't have to panic, you don't have to stress about anything if you are dealing with the correct residential service agency, the relocation specialist. And Paraguay Residency Services is just that. We're not just taking care of your permanent and your temporary residency, we take care of your whole relocation, your housing, your transportation. We help you with a network. We take care of everything basically for you, which is basically unique. So besides that, our team takes care of all the stresses in your life. The things that you need to remember is to have your documents apostolized, have it up to date, and it's very simple. I always say if you're married or if you're single, the same concept. It's your valid passport. It is your unabridged birth certificate apostolized. That means legalized with a stamp from the US or from whichever country you are from. If you do not have apostolization, like some other countries use notarization, same concept, exactly. All documents must be translated into Spanish. If you have an unusual language like Danish, Swedish, Latvian, Polish, those kind of things, I would recommend to have those translations done in your country because it's easier to access translators in your country. In Paraguay, we might have one for a specific language, and they are extremely dear, and sometimes you have to wait a while for them to get done. So I always say speed things up. Then your police clearance certificate. That's valid for 3 months, so make sure you only get that just before you leave. You have that in hand, those kind of things. If you are married, marriage certificate, it must be notarized or apostolized as well, because it's important for the Paraguayan government and people here to see it is legal, it's a valid document, and it can only be done in the country of issue. So we have passports, unabridged birth certificates, marriage certificates. If you have children, we need the birth certificates. Both parents must be there. Both parents must sign. If you are a legal guardian, you need to have the court document that says that you are also the sole parent. If you have education, if you have degrees and you would like to have that onto the system, notarized, or that you are a psychologist or you're a doctor or you're an engineer or a teacher or things like that, you can hand those kind of things in as well. It's up to you. They're going to ask you in any way, what is your profession? What is your purpose here? What are you going to try to do here? Now, they did make way where you took the money away from the banks. You didn't have to put a minimum deposit into the accounts, for residency and all of those kind of things. So we never know what the new year brings in, chickens. Let's just be mindful because a lot of changes are happening. And because Paraguay has been swamped from people from Brazil, Venezuela, from all over Latin American countries, from all over the world for that matter, Paraguay has become a very popular destination. But again, there's nothing to fear. If you have a team that's going to help you with your immigration process from the beginning, there is literally nothing to fear. Our team, we do pre-verification, document verification, where we go through all the documents that you have, what you need to get, and we remind you before you fly out that obviously this is what you don't forget. We might even ask you to bring us a bottle of maple syrup or something from your country that we enjoy. Because we build a relationship with you guys. You know, this is important. When you land here, you want to greet friends. You want to greet people that kind of know you now, and you get to know them as well. You know, we don't like treating clients like just a client. You know, like, oh, there's your space, you have to stay there, and you know, no, we really become friends. And even people that we've done residencies, they've returned to their countries, they update us on their lives, you know, they send people our way, referrals, all of that. So we don't advertise that much because we basically run on referrals and the YouTube channel, which obviously helps as well. But today again, you know, I was just reminded of when you move to a new country, you have to believe in what you want to do. You know, and you have to have courage. Because you've been programmed to stay in a little bubble. Now you're trying to break free. And it's overwhelming. You know, the mind just sometimes explodes. How, where, what? You know, and that is why I'm here. And that's why my team is here. Because I've been through the journey. And it's taken me 2 years to finish this beautiful house. Start up 4 companies. Have 2 projects running. Be blessed with abundance in opportunities, with bookings, with people joining Eden, people joining Ikali, people wanting to invest in our industrial businesses, what we are doing. I'm really humbled by it, and for the last couple of days, actually the last week, you know, bookings for me, we don't worry about bookings, we don't worry about money, we don't worry about tomorrow, because every day it's a blessing, because we work hard. We work in a way that just catapult myself financially, even people that come into my life, I mean phenomenal people, I mean doctors, lawyers, engineers, artists, I mean politicians that really care. It's just like all of a sudden everything is opening up. I have so many invitations to come to different places at this stage, and I don't have time, I really don't. Between the projects and, you know, handling the immigration, the graphics, and all of that, it kind of gives me, you know, on a tight schedule. And for me, my schedule is very important. Don't mess around with my calendar, because it's swamped. But it is going to change. We are looking for an assistant that's going to manage the office. Alberto is too busy, Lydia is too busy, everybody is just too busy with everything else, and we are going to get a dedicated person to manage all of these kind of things for us. And I'm not bragging about how great I am, let's get that straight. I'm just telling you that if your heart is pure, if you really want a change in life, if you really want to do good, if you really have a good heart and you have a pure focus in your dreams and your goals in life, you can earn a sustainable income. You can have a sustainable life. You can have a happy life. You can have blessings rain upon you every day. It's about how you change here and you break free from here. That is the truth of life. Paraguay has literally rocked my world. And everybody that gets involved in my business and my projects and stuff is blessed in abundance. It's the weirdest thing. It's like we are being pulled together, like-minded souls, people that just had enough. And if you had enough of where you live and you really want to just get a fresh start in life, there is options. And you don't have to speak Spanish. You don't have to. You learn these things. Languages you learn, geography you learn. But you cannot learn how to be awakened. You cannot learn how to be silent when there's injustice in the world. You know, that's just like weird. But again, life is beautiful. It's going to get really interesting in the next couple of days. And if I'm dressed like that, it's because I did yoga and I was working out and doing a lot of things. And, you know, it's about time to take care of the body. The mind is perfect. The soul is pure. Everything is just working out. So this is a new week for you. You know, people look for change in others. You have to first find the change in you. You need to change. And when you change, something magical happens. You get connected to all energies in life. You don't get consumed by hurt, anger, pain, nothing. Nothing touches you. You get emotional. Yes, you do. You know, you're just on a different level. People's anger, projections, poison, gossip, that doesn't even affect you anymore. You know, you literally cut off, you cut off. I'm blind and deaf to all those kind of things. I don't care. And the trolls know me. If you're a troll and you want to look for trouble and you want to just stir or kick a hornet's nest, fuck off. This channel is about people encouraging each other, being yourself, you know. It's about not pretending to be holier than thou, not pretending that I walk around every day in a suit. Like most people, they will get up on their best clothing and they'll stand in front of the video and they'll talk about how wonderful their lives are and whatever. And then they take that one suit off and they return to a shitty life. And they're not good people most of the time. And for me, you have to see who I am. I am who I am. You're going to meet me, you know. If you come to my house here in Itakorubi to have coffee, ginger beer, talk about life in Paraguay, tour with me or one of my team members, meet me in Eden Country Club or Ikali, you're going to meet me somewhere and I'm who I am. I'm not holier than thou. I'm a normal man, a man that just had enough of the injustice. I had enough of waiting for something to happen. And God said, you will make it happen. And that's the truth though. If you want change, you make it happen. If you look for something in life, you make it happen. If you want to move to Paraguay and you want to start fresh, make it happen. Don't let fear control you. I believe in humanity. I'm fighting every day of my life for humanity. I fight for poverty prevention. You know, the programs that I do, the businesses I set up, I promote Paraguayans with talent but no skills and experience. So I train them. I show them a different life. And with our graphic and web design team, they just skyrocketed. I mean, when you teach people about coding, web design, WordPress, SEO, those kind of things, and it's just like it clicks, the little gadgets just like light up. This is something that they wanted to do their whole lives, but they never had the opportunity. Even some of the people that's working now in immigration, guest houses, these are people that's never worked in these industries. I've shown them how to make money by working together with the gringo. And now all of a sudden, I have so many guest houses. I can't even tell you how many people I have on my list. And everybody is booked. There's some guest houses, like my friend Betty and Blas and them, they are booked 3 months in advance, going 4 months in advance. There's so many other people, the same principle. And do you know how many times they come around or, you know, they just bring me a gift? Or I go past to see how they're doing and, you know, they just present you with a gift and they hug you and they treat you like family because you are really bringing change. You're not just talking, you're doing it. And that to me is amazing and I love it. Now that frog is really going to go. Today is the day. You're sitting on the roof. so today I have to also go to Asunción. I have to go pick up a client this evening and then I have a client tomorrow morning. And Wednesday, and I'm trying to get to the dentist, I'm trying to get to the sign writers, the printers. Wow, busy week, chickens, busy week. So if you have any questions about Eden Country Club, relocating, Paraguay residential or Paraguay relocation tours, what we do, our guest houses, our projects, immigration, relocation, visas, anything like that, reach out. I mean, as you can hear, I speak perfect English. So if you need anything, reach out. If you just want to talk, reach out. The easiest thing to do is don't always think you cannot text me on WhatsApp or Telegram. A lot of people think, oh, he's too busy to take my text, he's too busy, he won't respond or anything like that. I do. When I get a moment, I reply to everybody's messages. Every single message that comes through my way, I reply to it. Might take me a day, might take me a couple of minutes, might be immediate. It's the luck of the draw. So reach out. If you want to just chat, converse, you know, happy to make a new friend and expand or extend or expand my network. Love, light, all those kind of things. Meet you soon.